Yup. We're here on this Friday. Yo. What's going on with y'all? Just here relaxing, man. Relaxing on this rainy Memorial weekend down here in the South Florida. It's always rainy down here. Memorial weekend down here in Florida. You know what I mean? Food service drivers, where you guys are at? What's going on with y'all? We are here. We got 5 people up in the building, man. What's going on? Got some things to talk about today, man. Got some things on my mind. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the food service drivers out there, man, especially all the hard-working parent out there, man, that go to work every day. And your kids go to school, man. And you expect that that's the safest place where they can be. You know what I mean? School used to be the safe haven for kids, man. Elementary, middle school, high school, preschool. You know what I'm saying? Used to be it. It used to be the place where you look forward bringing your kids to. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, yo. Shout out to everybody in the building, Billy Dollars, Anthony. Everybody all up in the building, man. Let's have a conversation today, man. Let's not just talk about money and work all the time. Let's have a conversation today, yo. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, yo. I don't feel that comfortable bringing my kids to school no more, bro. I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to all the kids, man, teachers, the teachers, man, that everybody that went through it over there in Texas, man. Rest in peace to everybody that went through it over there in Buffalo, man. It hit close. It hit close for me one time when I was down there, living down there in Coral Springs, Florida. That's not too far away from Douglas High School. You guys already know. I don't know if you guys pay attention to the news, pay attention to history. You guys already know what happened in Douglas High School, man. I was like 5 miles away from the crib, yo. And Douglas High School, that's like, I say in Douglas, I mean Stoneman Douglas High School. Let me get it correct. That's like one of the marquee high school down there in Parkland, Florida. It can happen anywhere, peoples. T-Roy, what's going on? Most definitely can happen anywhere, man. You just gotta love your family, man, and love your kids every single chance you have, every day. You know what I mean? Like, instead of yelling, Just get them a hug. I know it's gonna confuse the hell out of them when they do something bad, and you're over there giving them a hug. But you get them a hug. 'Cause you never know, man. You just never know what state it's gonna be in, what city. It's a damn pity, and they need to get down to the nitty gritty. Know what I'm saying? Yo, I had some videos to drop the other day, but I'm gonna be honest with you. When I saw that news, I immediately choose not to drop them videos. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody that's up in here, man. Shout out to all the food service drivers, hardworking, trying to do the right thing, take care of your family. You know what I mean? Just keep on going, man. Keep on living. We just got to keep on pushing. We got to keep on living. You know what I mean? And we got to vote. We got to get out there and vote too. You know what I mean? A lot of people, we sit back, and we always talk about changes and stuff like that. But me, you, he, she, the old lady, we just got to take actions instead of talking. Sometimes talking is cheap. You know what I'm saying? We all can make a difference, man. We got to get out there and vote. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody, man. One of the things I want to talk about today, the food service drivers, I want to talk about compartments, man. I want to talk about compartments for a little bit. Cause you know, one of the things that new drivers have problems with when they come to food service is they have problems with dealing with three compartments. Three compartments is like a big issue for a lot of new drivers in food service, man. They a lot of drivers don't like going through the side door for the freezer product. A lot of drivers don't like going through the side door for the cooler products. You know, first of all, I'm gonna explain to you guys why these companies have three compartments, and then I'm gonna explain to you guys why some companies run two compartments. Right now, for anybody that's want to coming into food service, or you're new to the game, or you're thinking about coming to food service, or you're gonna replay this video, what compartments is basically separation in the trailer from cooler, freezer to dry, right? Now, the easiest way for us drivers to make a delivery is to run a two compartment with the freezer in the front of the trailer so we can go through the side door, and maybe we can have our first stop freezer on the tail, so when we get to our first stop we can pull off our freezer really quick, and we can work our dry goods and our cooler from the back door of the trailer, right? Now here comes the problems for a lot of drivers. The problem comes in whenever these companies run three compartments, right? And we're going to talk about why companies run three compartments versus two. But let's talk about the problem real quick. Now, three compartments, meaning that basically you got to go through the back door for the dry, you got to go through the middle door for the cooler, for the refrigeration product, and you got to go through the freezer door for the freezer product, right? Now, a lot of guys, they don't like going up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs They just don't like to do it. It takes up a lot of time, right? Now, here where running 3 compartment can be a problem, right? If you run a route where you have a lot of dock delivery, you have a lot of stops that's on a dock. Brooklyn, what's going on? You have a lot of stops that's on a dock, and you're running a 3 compartment. That can be a headache and a half, because imagine pulling up to a dock and you basically got to jump down the dock, open the side door, grab the freezer, throw it up on top of the dock, do the same for the cooler, pull out the dry. It's just a headache and a half, right? So you guys can chip in on this conversation if you want to. So running 3 compartments, Cisco is famous for running 3 compartments. Cheney Brothers run 3 compartments. Um, I think GFS runs 2 compartments. Most drivers can deal with that 2 compartments. Not that terrible. US Food, they mostly run 2 compartments. I never really seen US Food running 3 compartments. They mostly run 2 compartments, right? And they're very driver friendly when it comes to putting the first stop freezer in the back of the trailer, called first stop pull off, right? Now, I'm gonna share with you drivers, right? I'm gonna share with you drivers, like, and we're gonna keep it short and sweet today, right? Now, I'm gonna tell you guys that the majority of these companies, they want to help us out. They want to run 2 compartments. They want to make it easy on us. But you know what the problem is? The problem is us. And I'm not talking me per se. I'm not talking you per se. I'm talking about us as a driver, man. We got drivers that pull up to a stop. What's the first thing they do? They turn off their cooler. Toggle, what's going on? They turn off their refrigeration unit, right? They have a delivery for like 40 cases. Take all freaking day to deliver 40 cases. Open the back of their trailer, leave the door open, and there go your temperature right there. Once that temperature start hitting 60 degrees, 70 degrees, it's gonna be hard to cool that trailer back down, right? Now I'm gonna tell you another problem, right? And this is for all the companies. I think all companies should invest in US Food got curtains. They should get some type of curtains where even if we open the door, we can have the curtains, keep the curtains closed. That helps out 100% to keep the trailer cooled down. Cheney Brothers do have some type of man, what they got at the side door? They do have some type of things at the side door. I forgot the name of it, to help keep the trailer cool while we're pulling products out the side door. But I think all companies should invest in this, right? Because believe it or not, guys, yeah, them curtains do get in the way, but you know what I mean? One of the things, you guys, I know you guys never ran up in any customers that take temperatures, but if you guys ever do a hotel and all of a sudden you see some people pop up out of nowhere, all dressed up, Patrick, what's going on? All dressed up, and they're gonna ask you nicely, hey, can I come in your truck, please? We just want to take the temperature and make sure everything's good with your truck. Guess what? Them people, they're called inspectors, right? And if the temperature ain't right, that's big trouble, guys. And you just never know. You just never know when they're gonna pop up. You get what I'm saying? So I think we can play a part. Um, the companies can play a part to make it easy on everybody to do our job fast, efficiently, and try to deliver these customer product at the right temperature. You know what I'm saying? So us as drivers, we got to do a better job, including me. I'm not excluding myself. Just got to keep them doors closed, keep the keep the keep the keep the freezer on. You know what I mean? I know sometimes it'd be cold as heck, but you keep turning off that freezer. Now I know at US Food they used to tell us to turn off the freezer because you lose temperature. It's like every mechanic have it like a different idea when it comes to like turn off the unit or keep it on. In my opinion, I say leave the unit running all day. That works best for me. You know what I mean? I think turning on and off the unit, I think that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? We got Derek Williams in the house. We got Patrick in the house. We got Toga in the house. We got all type of food service drivers in the house, man. Welcome. You can chip in on this conversation. We conversating over here about temperature, about our refrigeration unit. You know what I mean? I do these gas stations. They actually come out and look at the TK. Yeah, I'm telling you, like some customers are very strict when it comes to their product, guys. You got to understand this, right? You got to understand this. Most of us, we're grown people. We got a family, right? Let me ask you guys something. We got 14 people up in the building right now, right? Would you guys want somebody delivering chicken to your family at 70 degrees? 70 degrees, guys. And I seen drivers. I rolled up on drivers and I look at their TK. And man, I can't, I'm embarrassed to say the numbers that's on their TK. It's like they've been leaving it off all day. You know what I'm saying? And we can do a better job on that, especially down here in the South Florida, man. Over there in Texas, Arizona, all those places that gets really warm, gets really hot. Oh my gosh. Like once it once it once the temperatures start rising, it is really hard to once that TK gets out of hand, it is really hard to get it back to where it want to be. Especially when you start having 14, 15, 16 stops per day. And you open the door, closing the door, open the door, closing the door. It gets kind of crazy, guys. You know what I mean? So I understand where guys are coming from when it comes to running that three compartments that don't like to run that three compartments. Um, one of the things I think that companies can look into doing, especially local companies, is instead of running that three compartments, won't you run it like a chain account style, where we have drivers basically coming out of one door, called the Chilton style, right? Oh, Patrick, you see that paycheck video? Now, what the Chilton style is, guys, you're basically coming out the middle door of the trailer. It could either be the middle door or the upper door of the trailer. And what you're gonna see once you go into that trailer, you look to the left, you're gonna see your first stop dry. Directly in front of you, you're gonna see your first stop cooler. And you're gonna turn to the right, you'll be able to open the bulkhead and you'll be able to get to your freezer. So what's happening with the Chilton style is you're basically coming through the side door, but you're able to grab everything one time, just like the chain account guys do. Now, how this would work, you would have to hook up your ramp to the side door, right? Now, I think this is some things that us drivers can suggest to these companies that's running these three compartments. And you know, drivers are spending the extra 2-3 hours trying to work. We can suggest the Chilton style to these companies and see if that's a better idea to run it like the chain account guys do. Now, one of the problems with that, it might be parking space, because you know, usually chain account guys, you know, they have space because they work overnight. You know, as local drivers, we mostly work in the day shift. So for us to pull up to a stop, put a ramp through the side door, we might not have enough space to do so. But if you're running a route and you have enough space to do so, and you find it more efficient for you to run that route instead of running out of three compartments, bring that up to your warehouse manager. Bring that up to your transportation manager. Bring that up to your driver's manager. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the number one thing that us drivers want to do is get on our routes and run it as fast and efficiently as possible. We got a family. We got a life. You know what I mean? So that's something you guys can bring up. The fastest I ever worked when I was in food service is when I ran chain account, running the Chilton stop, coming through the middle door, coming through the side door. I do it sometimes at Cheney Brothers whenever I have space in that truck. You know what I'm saying? Say, but if you have pallets on both sides, you might not have room to do that. The key thing is when you run when you run in Chilton style, the key thing is that side door. Once you open that side door, it's not supposed to be a pallet right there. That's the whole key. It's not supposed to be a pallet right there. And they're supposed to build a trailer from the middle to the end. First pallet of dry is supposed to be right there to the left. Second pallet of dry is supposed to be right behind it. Third pallet of dry is supposed to be directly behind it. Your first pallet of cooler is supposed to be directly across from you. And whether it's mixed, it's supposed to be one or two, and so on and so on. Your first pallet of freezer is supposed to be to the right once you open that bulkhead, and go on and go on. Right? So, you know, if I was to ever get like a chain account route at Cheney Brothers, this might be something that I might suggest to run it. You know what I mean? To make our job more quicker and faster. And I can't talk about things right now, but I can't talk about what I want to talk about. But to make a long story short, if you guys are looking for a job, Cheney, South Florida, is a spot right now. I can't talk about what I want to talk about until next year. But let me change the subject. You know what I'm saying? So you trying to get me in trouble. Nah, bro. But when it comes to making deliveries, man, it's plenty of different ways to do it, man. Like me, I just like to get the product off the truck as easiest as possible, man. You know what I mean? Okay, the only thing I can tell you guys, right? The only thing I can tell you guys, Brooklyn, Downs, and Derek, right? So I'm gonna tell you guys like this, right? You guys already know that Cheney Brothers got a big warehouse in Palm Beach, right? And they're building a bigger warehouse as I speak in Port St. Lucie, which is under the way. Now, let me ask you guys one question. You guys think that Cheney Brothers will be building this big old warehouse for no reason? That's all I got to say, man. So the work is here. The work is gonna, and it's gonna be more work. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna let the fish out the net right now. Just know that the work is here. Um, they're still hiring, and we currently need one driver in Pompano. We need a driver in we need three drivers in Fort Pierce. Oh, you say you got side ramps and you got back ramps. You you only try to use the back ramp, and you work for McLean for real? Cause the McLean guys, they love that side ramp. Soul Train, what's going on, man? Yeah, it's always a method to the madness, man. You know what I mean? Always. You know what I mean, guys? So, you know what I mean? I've been running my mouth for about 28 minutes. The floor is yours. Any questions you guys have, feel free to ask me. We talked about school shooting earlier, and talked about compartments, keeping your trailer at the right temperature. Do not. I repeat, guys, do not. If you go to work, right, and you're doing your pre-trip, and you see your darn reefer sitting at, you see your reefer in the morning reading 60 degrees, and your freezer reading 35 degrees. Don't leave that yard, yo. Get with the mechanic. And I know, shout out to all the mechanic, but let's keep it 100. There's some lazy mechanics out there, yo. Shout out to all the good mechanics, but let's talk about the lazy ones for a second, right? Let's put the lazy one on spotlight. Let's call this Lazy Mechanic Fridays or Lazy Mechanic Friday, right? Bro, when I used to work at US Food, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100. The only way I know how to keep it, right? And I'm not gonna call this mechanic name. Shout out to all the good mechanics. There's some great mechanics at US Food, yo. But yo, why did they have the worst mechanic running the AM shift? This guy knew how to fix nothing. And he always telling us to wait till the next mechanic comes in. Or he always telling us, oh, well, they got to unload the trailer and put it on another trailer. Or he always telling us, well, you got to walk around, see if you can find another tractor. This guy knew how to fix nothing. I used to tell myself, yo, I want this guy a job, yo. Because all I got to do is sit and sleep. And somebody come to me with a problem, I'm like, go look for another tractor. Oh, go tell warehouse to reload it. on a different trailer, and US Food gets on all the drivers about everything, but yet still they put no type of pressure on these mechanics. Now, Cheney brother, it's a little different. We cannot really pinpoint no pressure on no mechanic because, as you guys know, we have outside vendors that we deal with for our equipment, which is Penske and Ryder. So they deal with all the problems. So I cannot sit here and tell you if they're lazy or if they're not lazy, right? You know what I mean? Let's not even talk about the drop yard. Once you're on the drop yard, yo, if your reefer goes bad, you might as well just take it out and try to work as fast as possible because by the time they get to you to try to swap out that trailer, man, you probably end up losing some product anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so important for the the shuttle driver to check the darn reefer before they take it out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest with you, like some shuttle drivers they check it, but some of them don't, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem. That's a big problem, man, because sometimes you shuttle that load 50 miles away from the DC, 60 miles away from the DC, even further away. And if there's an issue, man, it takes a driver forever to fix that issue. So we depend so we depend like 100%, man, on these shuttle drivers to do what they do. Oh, you got your cooler in the dry, you're drying the cooler. So you basically running a two compartment. So basically, when you're running a two compartment, you basically just want to keep your doors closed as much as possible. Like once you get in the back and you're taking out the dry and the cooler, just try to work as fast and efficiently as possible. Get out of there and close the door, and then go around the corner and grab your freezer, right? You know what I mean? And usually, most of the time, freezer product is not that much. You know, huh? We got 18 people in the building. I appreciate y'all for coming through. It's been a minute since we go live, have these type of conversation. You know, it seems that it's always the driver's fault and all something. No matter what, man. No matter what, it's always our fault. I'm gonna tell you, no matter what, the drivers are the ones that always feels it, and who feels it knows it. If we're late, it's the driver's fault. If the temperature ain't right, it's the driver's fault. You know what I'm saying? If your manager got dumped, it's the driver's fault. If the VP got divorced, it's the driver's fault. If the current went out at the building, it's the driver's fault. Everything is the darn driver's fault. And as soon as you guys learn that, man, you'll be a better driver. You'll be a better driver as soon as you guys learn that, because one of the things that's gonna do to y'all, man, is it's gonna give you a strong mentality when you pull up to these customers, and they're gonna look at you, they're gonna be like, you're gonna be late as hell, and you know that it's not your fault. You know it's the warehouse they running behind. You're gonna be late as hell. They're gonna look at you, hey, what happened to you, Cheney? You just take it, man. Just take it. Otherwise, what's going on? just take it like a man because they're always gonna blame us. They ain't never gonna stop blaming us. No matter what we do, it's the driver's fault. You know what I'm saying? If we go to a damn pizza place and they made a pizza for a customer and forgot to put the darn pepperoni on top, for some strange reason, they're gonna figure out a way to blame us, bro. Yep, they're gonna blame the driver. Well, the driver he brought the load late, so he ain't delivered a fresh Pepsi on time. Yep, you know what I'm saying, and that's why us as drivers, man, we gotta demand, like, we gotta stand up for our money, yo, for what we do. You know what I mean? We gotta defend our money because we out here, we working in the heat, working in the rain, coming home ain't getting no brain. Nah, let me take that back. We working in the heat, working in the rain. You know what I'm saying? Working in all type of working in all type of crazy weather. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy sometimes, man, the stuff we got to deal with. And we are the face of the company, for real. You know what I mean? Let me talk about that for a second, T. Roy. Drivers are the face of the company. Let me talk about that for a second, man. And that's a good topic. I'm gonna make a video off of that because you know what I'm saying. Shout out to all the younger. I'm not even gonna call it a young generation thing because I see older driver doing it too. But uh, drivers are the face of the company, man. And in my opinion, this is just me. The sagging of the pants is in the workplace, man. In my opinion, guys, I don't know what y'all think about it, man. To me, man, it's not. It's not. Just pull up your pants, man, and put on your belt, man. Just for work. Man. Take your job serious. Don't do it for yourself because you know when you go out, if you go out to a club, you know your pants is at your knees. You know what I mean? Don't do it for yourself. Do it for your kids, man. You know what I mean? Don't do it for yourself, man. Because we do, at the end of the day, we do represent these companies. You get what I'm saying? And I seen drivers out there holding a hand truck with their left hand and holding their pants with their right hand. That's kind of crazy, guys. You know what I mean? Yeah, we got to work on that, man. And even when it comes to like shirt, if you're not gonna wear your company shirt, man, just wear it. If you don't, if you're not gonna wear your company shirt, just wear like a plain shirt, like a just wear like a plain shirt, like you know what I mean. Don't be working for your company. You wearing a shirt. You guys know what I'm talking about, like shirts with all them crazy things on it, and you're representing a company, man, a brand. All these companies are a brand. They've been working on their brand for years. You know what I'm saying? Cisco is the biggest brand in food service. You know what I mean? PFG is a brand that's coming up. That's currently in second place. If not, they're going to be in second place pretty soon. PFG is growing really fast. They're buying up everything. You get what I'm saying? So that's a big brand right there. You know what I'm saying? So US Food is a big brand. Cheney is a big brand. Like, you know what I'm saying? This company work hard on their brand, man. So If these companies, if they gotta start hiring somebody, I think they're gonna have to start hiring somebody, start holding up some of these drivers' pants for them, man, while they make deliveries, man, because it's ridiculous, bro. You know what I mean? Say, who in here believes that it's bad to touch a box twice? I do, but the problem is, man, most of the times we do have to touch a box twice, sometimes even two or three times. You know what I mean? And I don't like touching a box two times, but be honest, man. Sometimes you gotta touch a darn box 10 times, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes you go to a darn cooler pallet and you don't got nowhere to put nothing. Yo, you ever had your trailer so packed you have nowhere to put nothing, yo? And let me ask y'all a question, right? We got 16 people in the building. You ever had your trailer so darn packed you had nowhere to put nothing? You don't know where nothing is for your first stop. And you're looking at your damn trailer and you're like, and you're asking Jesus like, how the heck I'm gonna get through this day, yo? And then little by little, man, at the end of the day, like everything disappear, yo. It's crazy sometimes how we just make it happen. You know what I mean? And these are some of the things that companies they don't give us. I think that I'm gonna be honest with you, we deserve more credit. We deserve more barbecues. We deserve more free shirts. We deserve more hats. We deserve more giveaways. We deserve every single thing that they got coming to us, man. Cause we work hard. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we get paid. We get paid, but think about it, guys. We out there, we making billions and billions of dollars for these companies, man. Billions. So it's only right, man, that they look out for us a little bit more. You know what I mean? Cause they got it. Yeah, yeah. Hey, that's a good idea, Derek. Heck yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, y'all make some videos, man, before and after contests. Cause man, sometimes you look in the back of these trailers, man. These trailers. Oh, you want to talk? Oh, you wasn't here when I was talking about the shooting, man. What are you guys' opinion on the shooting in Texas? I'm a, I'm open the floor to you guys. What are your guys' opinion on the shooting in Texas, man? Because as I said earlier, when I first started this conversation, my heart goes out to the family and the kids, man. These are babies. To babies, yo. Send our kids to school to learn, yo. I mean, what's your guys' opinion on that, man? What can we do? And I mean, how can we make it? How can we make it better? How can we have a like? What can we do? You know what I mean? Because the sad thing is, it's only when something bad goes on, you see people, they bring up conversation, then it lasts for 5 weeks, and after 5 weeks, it's done. Back to the Ukraine war. What's the problem? I think that might be a problem too, because what's going to happen when these teachers go crazy on one of these kids? You know what I'm saying? What's going to happen? What I was thinking is that they should beef up securities at these schools. Giving, giving teachers guns, man. I don't think that's the solution, because let's just say you got a son, little Johnny, and you know little Johnny, he ain't on the little Johnny's a little bad, right? So little Johnny, he decided to hit the teacher in the head with an apple one Friday when the teacher was in a bad mood. Teacher wasn't having it. Teacher just got dumped. Teacher's kind of drunk, and he got that pistol. What do you think that teacher's gonna do? So unfortunately, no, I think we need two cops at the schools, man, because we need one inside to roam around at all times, and we need one outside, and we need to keep these damn doors locked, man. Keep the door locks. You know what I'm saying? If I'm able to pull up to a school and just open the door and walk in that place, that's a problem. Yeah, straight. What's wrong? It's straight. It got good reviews. If you pull up to a school, if you're picking up your kid early or something, oh, you say, how do you stop kids from bringing guns? That's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. It's that's a good question, man. That one's gonna be hard. You know what I mean? The answer to that question, Derek, you probably can't, man, unless they gonna go back to metal detectors and pat down every kid before they go to school, and I don't know how they gonna afford to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like a tough task right there. Thinking about homeschool, man, it's time to us to start thinking about everything. Like, no suggestion is the wrong suggestion right now, guys. Like, everything is just crazy right now. Like, the world is just nuts, yo. Like, absolutely crazy, man. Like, some of the things that people worry about, like, I don't even worry about no more because just look what's going on in the world, yo. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I'll definitely have a problem with that too, Soul Train, because you don't wanna, you're not feel like they're going to prison. Most of these problems arise due to a lot of school programs getting cut, social programs getting cut. A lot of these kids have nothing to do other than get in trouble. That's good. That's a good point right there. I live in Turkey, and back in time, there was no police, no security officer around the schools because we weren't seeing any violence around schools. Bro, bro, let me tell you something. Here's a flip note to that, though. I'm gonna tell you the flip note to that, right? I'm from Jamaica, right? And yes, the store. Jamaica, right? So what I'm trying to tell y'all is, bro, a lot of crazy activities, stuff like that, bro. When it comes to kids, none of that did not happen down there, yo. You know what I mean? Yeah, my bad. I'm back, y'all. Hey, let me ask y'all a side note real quick, right? Where you guys think is the best place I can go right now to buy a self-powered speaker? You know, the ones with an amplifier in it in the back where you can hook up to another speaker. Because I don't feel like going to Brandsmart. That's too far. I got an option of going to Guitar Center, or I got an option of going to Best Buy, or I have an option of going to Walmart. But I know Walmart, they're not gonna have no quality speakers. Say Best Buy, they got self-powered speaker. Yeah, just lock these up and I put them in the garage. Those Home Depot. A hanging portable. Nah, man. Nah, man. We talking about. You talking about little speak. I'm talking about big speakers, man. Let me give you an idea what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Got my damn. If you borrowed my damn speaker, you borrowed my self-powered speaker. He ain't never brought it back. They're online. Yeah, it's probably best online too, cause um, damn. What was the name of that formula you just shipped? Was it Similac? Oh, is it Infamous? Oh, okay. No, somebody looking for Similac. Similac Pro Advanced 360. I'm gonna put it out there, man. I'm gonna make a video, man, and anybody that got it, they can ship it to you, man, because Shit's getting crazy, man. Like we just shipped off some we actually just shipped some formula to New York yesterday for my wife's cousin. You know what I mean? You figured one of the last things that this country would run out of was baby food, man. Like, come on. So we definitely gonna keep an eye out for you for that. Uh-huh. Man, I don't know why I got in this damn truck, man, with these damn gas prices. Hey, you guys ever want to go somewhere and you got in your vehicle? You realize that gas price is almost like $6 a gallon. It's getting like it's crazy, man. I don't move my truck unless I got a a gig to do with my truck. Oh, 200 a week, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Hey, but I appreciate y'all for rolling up in here this Friday, man. A good little topic, man. Appreciate y'all for rolling in here. We'll chop it up another time, man. Yo, Derek. Derek. Email me your number again. I'm gonna make that video. Uh, we get anybody that you get anybody that can get a hold of that milk. We'll see how we can get it to you or whatever. All right. So yeah. Give me yeah. Email me your number. Hey, y'all have a good weekend, guys. Take it easy.